you want more vodka? It might help the pain. I don't feel anything right now. She's getting weaker.
We can't count on this guy releasing us when that vault opens. We're running out of time.
We're not giving up. We're gonna get out of here soon.
I can't stop thinking about Spencer. All the time I've already lost with him. Jackson, Carly took him, then Colleen. I mean, my God, his first birthday's coming up.
Hey, look at me. We're gonna be around to celebrate.
Not if we don't come up with a plan. And I mean right now.
I'm not sure if I just saved the universe or set us all up for certain death.
You did what you had to do.
Yeah, but the unhinged one seemed totally psyched about the vault opening early.
And you think whatever makes him happy is really bad for us.
I just hope I did the right thing. Blonde one? What are you doing?
It's my mom's engagement ring. My dad gave it to me on Christmas for safekeeping. And it's a symbol of their love. And I only wear it on special occasions, and I feel like facing near certain death qualifies as special. Besides, it makes me feel closer to my mom. It may sound silly, but I feel like the ring connects us. Like she's watching over me.
Please don't help me. I have to pay for myself. And for Manny's, I'm sorry.
Okay, I think it's time for me to slip away. Wait for Jesus' signal.
Good news, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks to our friends the Jackal and Michael Corinthos Jr., our little gathering will come to an end in a matter of minutes.
So how's my dad?
Not happy, but he's safely out of the way. Look, I'm sorry I had a bust.
Forget about it. You were just following orders.
Look, don't do it, all right? You got orders to follow, too. You gotta let your dad sit
He
this one
just
out.
wanted to save Lulu, all right? A part of me wants to let him do it. My only priority is to save Elizabeth and our baby.
Look, as soon as we get inside, I'll find your sister and you focus on Elizabeth, all right?
Any sign of Sam or Nicholas?
You think we heard Nicholas shout out to Luke from the lobby? As far as Sam's concerned, no. I'm sorry. But at least we know what the gunmen want now. This briefcase that Alcazar had stored in the Metro Court vault. We're gonna storm the lobby as soon as the auto lock releases.
You can't storm the lobby. You could get everybody killed. You need to keep negotiating.
Oh,
right?
do you think we haven't tried that, Alexis? The leader is not interested. He pretty much cut off the communications
Well,
right away.
You can't just give up. That's just like you. You're just gonna give up. You don't like half the people in there anyway, do you? Especially hate my nephew and my daughter.
You know what? You shouldn't be here.
I'm fine.
No, you're not fine. But you know what? You're gonna be. Come on. Come on.
Now, we can handle things here. You can wait in the back of the barricade there for...
We're about to be flooded with God knows how many casualties. One of them would be Robin. I intend to be here to give her whatever care she needs.
You took yourself off call.
And consider me her personal physician.
Listen to me. Wait a minute. I just watched a doctor try to save a loved one in OR. She almost lost him. I don't know you from Adam, but I do know that a doctor who is emotionally tied to a patient is a disaster waiting to happen. So, for the sake of those you were so eager to save, I'm sending you out of here, effective immediately.
Hey, Dr. Drake. Doctor. You know the idiots in charge of this are gonna blow it. They're gonna run this rescue mission into the dirt. Help me. Help me get out of this. I swear to you, I'll get into that lobby and I'll bring Robin out.
Excuse me. Could I get a doctor here, please?
What the hell are you doing here?
Go ahead.
I discharged myself.
She nearly collapsed.
I'm not surprised.
Would you please take a look at her and do yourself a favor, Alexis. Listen to what the doctor says.
You are a fool. You should have stayed in the hospital.
My nephew and my daughter are in that hellhole. I'm not going to sit in a hospital room on the other side of town waiting to find out if they're alive or dead.
The police are most likely planning their rescue attempt at 5:30 a.m., just when the vault is scheduled to open. But we've got a surprise for them, don't we? It's going to unlock sooner than that. Correct, Mr. Spinelli?
Yeah, any minute, dude.
Yeah, which gives me ample time to secure the briefcase and open it. That's where Mr. Corinthos comes in. If what is in the vault is actually an Equinox case, Mr. Corinthos will give me the rest of the code. If it isn't, then I stick to my original plan. I'll blow this lobby to Kingdom Come and use the many deaths to cover my escape. There's a chance that some of you might survive the blast, but no chance at all that you'll survive a gunshot wound to the head. So keep behaving and pray to whatever you believe in that Michael Corinthos Jr. is telling the truth for once in his life. Lulu, Jackal, come with me. Now. Faster. Out.
Just wait for my signal.
If Mr. Craig blows up the lobby, we're going to be lucky to get out of here alive. Robin's not going to stand a chance.
When the time comes, I'm just gonna pick her up and run. Okay? So you stay close behind me.
Why isn't the door open?
Here, you see that keypad? I have to tap in a manual command.
Do it. If either you and Corinthos are playing games with me, I'll make sure Lulu dies slowly and painfully.
You have to believe me. I don't want you to get hurt.
Then just stick to what we talked about. Hand over the briefcase and...
It's too soon for this.
Get in. Well done, Mr. Jackal. Sorry about the lockdown. I hand over that case.
The self-destruct is armed. There's no way of knowing how much time is left.
An Equinox, indeed. Fortunately, we have a hostage to precious Sonny to give me the code. And if he's not on the level, this beautiful young lady dies. Well, what are you waiting for? Hand it over. Thank you.
Breathe. Obviously, you're not to be trusted. Breathe. How long after I got called away before you checked yourself out of the hospital?
2 minutes.
Breathe.
My daughter and my nephew and the father of one of my daughters is in there, and this is where I need to be.
Quiet. What good are you doing them, sitting here in the cold and fighting a secondary infection and making yourself even weaker?
Doctor, you tell me that your wife died of cancer. If she were alive and you were being held hostage in that building, would she be here right now and would you blame her?
Stay here, get your breath.
Hey, way to go, Natasha.
What did you do?
Nothing but ask that dimwit DA a couple of reasonable questions. Now I'm looking at my options, and you happen to be one of them. We've both got daughters that we need to get out of there. You can help me make that happen.
Okay, let me get this straight. So, we have to storm the lobby at 5:30 a.m. because that's when the vault automatically opens. The theory being that we're cutting Craig's men off between the vault and the lobby area. Now, he's going to know what our strategy is, so we're going to cut the power 15 minutes before we go in to shake him up a little bit and make him think that we're actually going in early. Is that about it?
Yes, sir.
After we fire the smoke grenades and the tear gas through the windows,
Secure the lobby and the surrounding offices, then move toward the vault.
Okay, wait a minute. Elizabeth is pregnant. Tear gas could hurt the baby.
We have no choice. We don't do it.
It's part of the protocol.
Lucky, I know you're concerned about the baby. Okay, Robin's in there too. Her injuries must have compromised her breathing, but there are other people in there that are counting on us to give them every possible chance at survival.
Watch that one. May need her in a minute.
Okay, as soon as Jason gives me the signal, I'm out of here.
You were right. It is an equinox. But if you're lying about the access codes, you'd better tell me if you don't want to have Carly's blood on your hands.
I already told you what you needed to know.
Very well, then. Give me the last two numbers.
I will! You gotta release everybody!
You trying to change the rules midstream? She will shoot Carly as easily as she shot the priest. Now give me the complete code!
Oh, some new doctor at the hospital, Ford. He's concerned you might present a problem in triage.
Yeah, and as he was so quick to point out, I am off the clock, so my time here is personal, and I have every right to it.
That's what I told him. Don't make me regret it. Do you need something?
Beck, I want to go in. I need to be the one that carries Robin out.
Lose that thought. This is a police action, not some amateur free-for-all where people get a number to racing after loved ones.
Okay, Robin,
the only people going in that building will be law enforcement.
listen to me. If she's still alive, if she's holding on to anything she's got, when we get the signal or whatever, it's going to be chaos in there. Cops looking for gunmen, hostages running for the exits, and what's Robin going to do? Nobody's going to carry her out. You're her uncle. How can you not care about what she needs?
What she needs is for you to stay alive, not get caught in the crossfire. In this instance, you're not equipped for the job. As soon as I get a handle on the situation, I'll send in a search and rescue team.
Robin doesn't have time for that.
Wait, I've already cuffed Luke Spencer to a drain pipe to keep him from going off half-cocked. Don't make me do the same to you.
I gotta pick the lock here. Check your pockets. See if you got a ballpoint pen or a hairpin or something.
Sure. Let me just take the hairpin out of my wig that I use to embed into my bald head.
I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to scold me later. Right now, I need your help.
Why should I?
Because the idiot that put a mortar through your family is about to get them killed, along with my daughter-in-law, and a whole bunch of other people. Or does storming the lobby at dawn sound like a great solution to you? Listen, Natasha, those people took that lobby 12 hours ago. That wasn't their original plan. They planned to get in there and get out. But what they came for, they couldn't get. And they have waited, with all of Port Charles' heavy artillery surrounding them. That means they're not going to leave until they get what they want. That also means that those hostages could very well be collateral damage.
So that you can run into the rescue?
Are you going to trust their lives to Rick Lansing or me?
I said catch your breath and not free a felon.
Hey, mind your own business. If you'd spend more time thinking than barking at good-meaning medical personnel and cancer patients, you'd know that if you freed me, I could help you keep the death toll down.
Do we look like prison guards to you, or police officers? We are medical professionals gearing up to save lives. Now, you might not like it, but the only contribution that anyone wants you to make around here is to sit there chained to that drain pipe and keep your mouth shut. If you don't, I can, and I will sedate you.
That won't be necessary, Epiphany. You just continue to focus on your work. I'll deal with Mr. Spencer here.
Good luck.
I had a feeling that you would ask Alexis to free you. You know, in case it wasn't obvious to you, she is debilitated by chemo, and she really shouldn't be out here.
Which should show you how important this is to me and to him. Wouldn't you do the same thing if Molly were in there? Now stop acting like such an ass and unchain him and let him go get his daughter.